Mega yacht manufacturer Ocean Alexander has teamed up with the esteemed builders at Christensen's shipyards to create their newest maritime mansion, a 100 architect, Evan K. Marshall. The look is crisp and distinguished, exemplified in part by its modern rectangular portholes. 2 years in the making, the manufacturing process for the hull of this yacht is something new.
What they've done on this boat for the first time is they built the entire superstructure in one piece. And they were able to do that with this infusion process.
This yacht features a true tri-deck arrangement, allowing for an above-the-deck master suite and a wheelhouse featuring a 180-degree view of the surrounding waters. Below deck, the space-saving Christensen-designed engine room and fuel tanks allows this OA yacht to include features usually reserved for larger vessels.
Because Christensen builds their boats with integral fuel tanks, not only does it lower the center of gravity, gets all that weight down below, but it takes that tankage out of the accommodations.
And the added square footage is put to good use.
We tried to put as much space and accommodations in the smallest boat we could, which we tried to do everything they have in the marketplace in a 130, but in a 120. People want smaller boats right now, but they don't want to give much up. It's a lot of boat in a 120-foot box.
Even after moving the fuel tanks, fitting everything into the allotted space has been a challenge for Christensen's engineering team.
You see some of the finer details. We have two 2,000-gallon water makers on this boat, so 4,000 gallons per day.
All flowing through countless miles of piping.
That's basically every deck all the way up to the flybridge.
Features included on this mega yacht are sleeping quarters for 18, massive amounts of storage space for chartering, multiple commercial-grade freezers in the kitchen and pantries, and walnut and maple woodwork everywhere you look. And with the hull construction completed, the crew focuses their attention on the fabrication of various handcrafted wood pieces, featuring classic cherry and a rare Burmese cedar, which will be found throughout the ship. But the most substantial woodwork done at Christensen is for the mold of the bridge deck, which spans 120 feet and sits 100 feet above the waterline. Eventually, the ship will house fine materials from all over the world, including numerous types of handcrafted stone.
Here we have Botticino and Amarillo Indalo. They're going in the foyers, both the lower deck and the main deck. We also have here Juperana Persa. This stone is from Brazil. This is going on the exterior bar tops. Here we have Cashmere Gold. It's going in the Galley. Happens to be from India. This is Prima Cappuccino. This is going in the captain's bathroom. It's another marble. Granites are more durable, more difficult to work with. One stone that's particularly been tricky to work with has been this Amarillo Indalo. That's the bordered material surrounding all the foyers. This stone, not only because it's thin, but it has a very thin fiberglass backer on it. Combined with the veining in it, makes it difficult to simply get from the racks here to the saw, sometimes in one piece.
And while some marble slabs are cut by hand, certain pieces require machine precision.
Doing work by hand is accurate depending on the craftsman, but not as accurate as a CNC or the computer numerical controlled water jet like we use here. The piece I'm doing here is going to go onto the wall of one of the powder rooms of the boat just to hold the faucets and the controls for the bathroom faucet. That's the finished product there. And this will actually sit on the wall just like this with the above the counter.
In the world of high-end luxurious seafaring, packing a vessel with top-notch amenities and accommodations essentially brings a 5-star hotel to the water.
For a 120-foot boat, to have 5 staterooms, with a master on the main deck forward, full beam, and then the 4 cabins below, it's tremendous volume for that size boat. On the back, you have the beach club kind of a concept with the garage and the tender.
The tender will span 16 feet, allowing enough room to house a motorboat or a couple of jet skis. Currently, the boat's hull and superstructure are complete. Next step is to concentrate on the tri-deck's interior components and extensive trim work, including the 50-foot safety railing.
It starts off as a single straight piece of pipe, and as we do all the layouts of the boats, we find out what kind of corners and turns we need to go into. All the welding is done on the boat. We'll take our little stanchions that you see here, and we'll line them up where they need to be on the boat. And then we make sure that they're plumb and square, and then we'll do all the tack welding up there. The welding itself will probably take a full day just for this one little rail here.
And from the metal fabrication to the fine fabrics and upholstery adorning the interior, every step in this process requires hard work and expertise. However, the working conditions in the fabric department are a little more comfortable.
This boat, primarily we're using a lot of vinyls, leather materials, up in the wheelhouse is basically all leather. Anything goes, because they can climatize the interiors to basically handle just about whatever the client wants to put on the interior of the boat. Everything is pretty much custom, one-off.
And from the cosmetic to the practical, underneath all the lavish accommodations, we find the heart of the yacht, the engine room.
This is the main fuel manifold where you bring the fuel from outboard and you put it in your tanks. These are lines going into the forward tanks. So now it's all tested, ready to go.
For the crew at Christensen, the beauty is in the details. Even the walls are radiused using an innovative bonding technique. And while it looks like a great deal of progress has been made on this aquatic estate, there is still a whole lot left to do.
This is 2 years in to the build. It's taken us that long to get here.
So this here can be used as the main guest entry, and you can go straight up to the Sky Lounge or down to the guest cabins or even into the main salon.
Or hang out with the chef in the gourmet galley.
And in here we have the galley. This is a professional grade galley, large enough to accommodate all 10 guests and 7 crew. So it's all professional appliances. There's a wine fridge over here and a full freezer and storage in every little nook and cranny you can find. Beautiful granite. So now we're entering into the master stateroom. This is a beautiful room. You've got a writing area here, or it opens up in a vanity. And you've gorgeous lighting coming through these huge windows. Big king-size bed, 2 master closets, cedar-lined, and then here a little sitting area. So you can sit here and watch the TV. And it's got a Blu-ray, DVD player, and each cabin has their own satellite system.
The master bath's open floor plan is a deft use of square footage.
So here we have the guest foyer. We have a lovely pantry for the guests to use. There's water, fruit, whatever they might need. A refrigerator that's fully stocked. 2 guest staterooms, 2 twin beds in each. Lovely bathrooms. Each bathroom is done with completely different marble. Beautiful glass showers, an open window. The light down here is amazing. That's one of the beauties of this type of boat, is you can get a lot of the light in the guest cabins.
In the back of the boat, the staterooms each have queen beds and their own bath.
The windows go all the way down to base level. So when you look outside the window, the water is at the same height that you are. So you could literally walk out and be standing in the water. This is the crew lounge. So we've got a TV, crew monitoring, so you can see the exterior spaces of the boat. There's a laundry in this area. Sleeping for 6, so 2 per cabin with a large bathroom. Big bunks, cedar-lined closets. It's a really comfortable area.
And of course, this vessel provides numerous entertainment areas.
So here we have the main salon. This is more for formal entertaining. There's a lot of light in this area. We've got huge picture windows on both sides. And now we're coming up into the Sky Lounge. This is a really comfortable space. You can sit here and play cards. You can watch as the boat's moving with the big open windows. Here we've got a really comfortable sitting area with nice soft finishes. And there's a TV right here. The art scrolls up, and you can watch a movie right here. And then out onto the bridge deck, we can have dinner. We have a nice barbecue area, so you can have a sort of an outdoors evening picnic. Seating area, lounge, gorgeous jacuzzi. This is a sitting area also for cocktails, just relaxing, and a whole padded deck back here. 4 chase lounge chairs. This is amazing.
We've seen the pinnacle of modern luxury on an Ocean Alexander. When setting out to build their new 120-foot yacht, Ocean Alexander had a few lofty requests for Christensen and designer Evan K. Marshall.
They wanted it to be an eye catcher. They wanted it to look different than anything else that's out there and to be new.
It seems the team accomplished their goal